Okay, guys, so when starting a small business, there or any like business in general, there is no hack, okay? There's no secret sauce. There's nothing that there's no advice or anything that can save you, okay? So what I'm talking about is pretty much the only way that you're going to get successful or make a lot of money is if you can conquer yourself, okay? And the only one person that can do that is yourself, okay? So there is no winning product that's going to save your life. Um, there is no cash that's going to fall from the sky, okay? So what do I mean by this? I mean that you have to actively take action and no one's pushing you. Like once you leave school or like finish university, there's no one really pushing you. And the thing is, in general, humans are lazy, okay? We don't want to do anything. As soon as we're comfortable watching TV, okay? As soon as you're comfortable eating, okay? As soon as we're comfortable, we don't want to do anything, okay? Because, we don't want to get out of our comfort zone, okay? So really, if you want to achieve more or do more in life, you have to push yourself. So that is pretty much the number one factor of whether you're going to be successful or not, is if you can push yourself every single day, because that's the hard part. It's not a winning product. A it's not a method or a strategy. It's nothing to do with that. It's if you can actively, consistently pick yourself up from failure after failure every time in business and keep pushing. So yeah, it's just pretty much a game of you versus you. Like for example, when I first started launching my products and launching my Shopify stores, before I knew how to build a Shopify store, I was struggling to build a Shopify store. I didn't know where everything was. I was like, what's this button? How do I do this? How do I do a store like this? And it's not that I actually got good at building Shopify stores. Like to this day, I'm pretty sure I'm not the best at it anymore. But I eventually learned the very fundamentals and basics of building a store. And it's not that I did it overnight. It's because I kept trying over and over again, like every single day, every single week. I would come back on my screen, keep learning, keep trying. And that is how I eventually learned the basics of Shopify and how it functions, okay? And after I did that, I started to focus really on ads. And my first ever ad that I created, okay, it was terrible. I didn't even know how to use videos. I didn't even know how to edit videos, but I started somewhere. I started with iMovie, okay? Now I use CapCut, and to be honest, now I don't even edit videos anymore, but I'll get to that, okay? So for example, let me finish my first story, okay? So I didn't even know how to build a website. Eventually I knew the fundamentals and the basics. So what did I do? I found someone on Upwork and Fiverr that could build me a website for like $50, okay? And once I discovered that I can pretty much get anything I want done very cheaply online, I didn't focus on building websites anymore. Building websites was out of the picture for me. I moved on to better things, okay? Because I know someone else can do it for me. I can pay someone $50, $100 to build me a Shopify store. And to be honest, these days you can probably get an AI bot to build it for you guys for free, because there's so many different ones out there. And then once I accomplish that and I know that that's covered, I don't need to think about my website anymore. It can always be improved. I can find someone that does it. Then I started doing ads, okay? And once I started doing ads, I edited it myself. I understood the basics and the fundamentals of creating ads. And once I understand the basics and fundamentals of creating ads, now I can go talk to someone and get them to edit videos for me, okay? And I can get creators as well. Creators is another thing, but now I have video editors and creators. So now I know that all that stuff that I just learned about video editing and creators, I don't need anymore, because I've pretty much learned the fundamentals, and I know that I can hire someone for very cheap to do it. Okay, so that's out of the way. So once that's out of the way and that's out of the way, now we can run ads. Okay, now I learned the basics of running ads. So I was not good at running ads at the start. I would just set up a campaign, get poor results. And eventually, after enough videos, I figured out, how to properly run ads. And then once I probably know how to run ads, I pretty much outsource that as well. I don't run my ads anymore. I pay someone, a couple grand a month. They will run my ads for me, okay? So it's all a process of you actually trying and learning the fundamentals. You don't have to be an expert. You have to learn the fundamentals, okay? So you got to learn the fundamentals and then pass on to someone else. You move on to the next thing. So once I got the ads out of the way and done with, that's all, someone else is doing it, someone better than me is doing it, then I didn't even try to learn Google Ads. I just hired a Google Ads agency already and they do my Google Ads, okay? So that's how I do it now. I find people better than me. A lot of people say when you're first starting a small business or any business in general, learn the basics, learn the fundamentals. be inside your business, understand your business, you don't have to be an expert, just understand your business, okay? And once you understand your business, you understand that you can actually have everyone run everything for you, okay? And now, once you have once you have everything, outsourced and everything like that, you have your customer support. I used to do customer support as well, and now I have someone else that does it for me. And this is the beauty of starting a business by yourself, okay? Like, a lot of people, like, let's say for example, you have a lot of money and you can start a business, you can hire everyone to start. That's not how it's done, because you don't understand the actual fundamentals of the business. So that's why a lot of people that have huge amounts of funding and they hire a bunch of people, all the businesses that do that all go to the ground, because they don't have fundamentals and foundations, because the guy at the top doesn't understand anything about business, okay? They just got capital and they could raise it, okay? They know everything about raising capital, okay? So that is how I built my business, okay? And how I'm able to buy back time is actually experience things and then find someone else that does it and who's better. And that's pretty much how you can get from being a small business to a business that, can run on its own. And since the business can run on its own, I have the freedom to start another project, okay? Because I have that whole thing outsourced and someone else is running it, okay? I can start another project, okay? And that's always good to start another project. But then again, I'm diversifying my focus, okay? So what you need to do is, instead of, like, I made the mistake of starting a new business, doing everything to begin with. And once you do that, replicate that thing again with another business, you have two businesses, then you're trying to juggle which one to focus on. And pretty much one business is going to make more profit than the other. And you're going to realize that eventually you should have focused on that original business that you start off with, because it just makes more profit, and you can just cut out half of that whole business and just double down on this one, so you can make even more money, introduce new products. And yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing so far, is just figuring out that you don't need to start a new business once you've kind of put everything into place, okay? I don't even know what the topic of this video was to begin with, but I just went somewhere else. But hopefully guys, you enjoy this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. And yeah, by the way, these videos are just off the top of my head. It's no editing. So if you enjoy it, you don't, whatever. See you guys.